Money isn't just about big numbers or flashy purchases, it's about the little choices we make every single day. Every cup of coffee, every subscription, every small impulse spent quietly shapes your financial future. Most people overlook this, thinking that only big moves matter. But the truth is, real wealth starts with mastering the small things. Today, we're going to uncover how controlling your everyday expenses can set you on the path to financial freedom, step by step. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll see your money in a whole new light. Welcome, let's dive in. The power of tiny leaks is a financial phenomenon that can quietly drain your wealth over time. It refers to the small, repeated expenses that may seem harmless on their own, but add up to significant amounts when aggregated. These tiny leaks can be found in various aspects of our daily lives, from subscription services to dining out, and from impulse purchases to recurring bills. At first glance, these expenses may appear insignificant, but their cumulative effect can be substantial, eroding your savings and undermining your long-term financial goals. The key issue with tiny leaks is that they are often overlooked or downplayed, as they may not seem like a significant financial burden on their own. However, when combined, these small expenses can quickly escalate, quietly draining your wealth without you even realizing it. For instance, a daily coffee habit that costs a few dollars per day may not seem like a big deal, but it can add up to hundreds of dollars per year. Similarly, subscription services that are rarely used or forgotten can also contribute to these tiny leaks, slowly but surely eroding your financial resources. By recognizing and addressing these tiny leaks, you can take the first step towards plugging the holes in your finances and securing your financial future. The power of tiny leaks should not be underestimated, as their cumulative effect can have a significant impact on your overall financial well-being. By being mindful of your daily expenses and taking proactive steps to eliminate unnecessary spending, you can prevent these tiny leaks from draining your wealth and achieve your long-term financial objectives. It is essential to regularly review your finances, identify areas where tiny leaks are occurring, and make adjustments to prevent further erosion of your wealth. By doing so, you can ensure that your hard-earned money is working for you rather than against you and secure a more stable financial future. Lifestyle inflation is a phenomenon that affects many individuals as their income increases. It is characterized by a proportional rise in spending, often to the point where the individual's saving rate remains unchanged despite the increase in earnings. This can be a silent killer of wealth creation, as it prevents individuals from building wealth over time. As income rises, there is often a tendency to upgrade one's lifestyle by spending more on luxuries, travel, and other discretionary items. While it is understandable to want to enjoy the fruits of one's labor, this approach can be detrimental to long-term financial health. The main issue with lifestyle inflation is that it creates a false sense of security and can lead to a never-ending cycle of consumption. As spending increases, it can be difficult to distinguish between needs and wants, and individuals may find themselves caught up in a cycle of overspending. Furthermore, research has shown that once basic needs are met, additional income does not necessarily lead to greater happiness. This is known as the hedonic treadmill, where individuals constantly strive for more in an attempt to achieve happiness, but ultimately end up back where they started. By controlling spending habits and prioritizing savings, individuals can break free from the cycle of lifestyle inflation and build wealth over time. Wealth creation is not just about earning more, but also about controlling habits and making intentional financial decisions. By adopting a mindset of frugality and saving, individuals can build wealth and achieve long-term financial security. This requires discipline, patience, and a clear understanding of one's financial goals. By avoiding the trap of lifestyle inflation and focusing on building wealth, individuals can achieve financial freedom and enjoy a more secure and stable financial future. Ultimately, it is up to each individual to take control of their financial habits and make informed decisions that align with their long-term goals. The psychology of spending is a complex and intriguing topic that has sparked the interest of many researchers and financial experts. It refers to the study of how people make financial decisions, often driven by emotional and psychological factors rather than rational thinking. At the heart of this concept lies the idea that our brains have a tendency to ignore small costs until it is too late, leading to a phenomenon where we overspend without even realizing it. This can be attributed to the way our brains process financial information, often underestimating the cumulative effect of minor expenses. The emotional triggers that drive people to overspend are multifaceted and can be attributed to various factors. For instance, the fear of missing out, social pressure, and the desire for instant gratification can all contribute to impulsive purchasing decisions. Additionally, the widespread availability of credit cards and digital payment systems has made it easier for people to spend money without fully realizing the consequences of their actions. As a result, many individuals find themselves struggling with debt and financial difficulties, often wondering how they ended up in such a situation. By understanding the psychological factors that influence our spending habits, we can take the first step towards developing healthier financial behaviors and avoiding the pitfalls of overspending. The psychology of spending is a critical aspect of personal finance that deserves attention and consideration. By recognizing the emotional triggers that drive our spending habits and taking steps to mitigate their impact, we can make more informed financial decisions and avoid the negative consequences of overspending. This can involve strategies such as tracking expenses, setting budgets, and practicing mindfulness when making purchasing decisions. Ultimately, developing a deeper understanding of the psychology of spending can empower individuals to take control of their financial lives and make positive changes that will have a lasting impact on their financial well-being. The age-old debate between expense control and income growth has been a staple of personal finance discussions for years. Many individuals focus on increasing their income through raises and promotions, believing that this is the key to achieving long-term financial stability. However, managing small expenses can be a more impactful and sustainable approach to building wealth. By prioritizing discipline in tiny areas, individuals can create a snowball effect that compounds into long-term financial success. Effective expense control involves being mindful of everyday expenditures, such as dining out, subscription services, and entertainment. These small expenses may seem insignificant on their own, but they can add up quickly and detract from an individual's ability to save and invest. By cutting back on unnecessary expenses and allocating that money towards savings and investments, individuals can create a steady stream of wealth that grows over time. Additionally, this approach helps to build discipline and responsibility, which are essential for making smart financial decisions and avoiding debt. Furthermore, managing small expenses can also reduce financial stress and increase peace of mind, allowing individuals to focus on long-term goals rather than short-term financial worries. While income growth is certainly important, managing small expenses can be a more effective way to build long-term wealth. By prioritizing discipline and responsibility in everyday financial decisions, individuals can create a strong foundation for financial success. As the power of compounding takes hold, small changes can add up to make a significant difference in one's financial future. By adopting a mindset of expense control and long-term thinking, individuals can set themselves up for a lifetime of financial stability and security, and ultimately achieve their financial goals. In today's fast-paced world, it is easy to get caught up in the cycle of small expenses adding up and spiraling out of control. This is where the concept of systems over willpower comes into play. Building habits and systems is crucial to preventing these small expenses from getting out of hand. Wealthy individuals understand the importance of creating automated control systems to manage their finances, rather than solely relying on motivation. By setting up automatic transfers, budgeting apps, and other tools, they are able to maintain control over their finances without having to constantly exert willpower. Wealthy people focus on automated control because it allows them to create a sense of discipline and consistency in their financial decision-making. This approach also helps to reduce the risk of impulsive purchases and financial mistakes. By creating systems and habits, individuals can make progress towards their financial goals without having to think about it every day. For example, setting up automatic transfers to a savings or investment account can help build wealth over time without requiring a lot of effort or motivation. Additionally, using budgeting apps and other tools can help track expenses and stay on top of finances, making it easier to make smart financial decisions. Building habits and systems is key to managing finances effectively and achieving long-term financial success. By focusing on automated control rather than motivation, individuals can create a sense of discipline and consistency in their financial decision-making. This approach can help prevent small expenses from spiraling out of control and make progress towards financial goals without having to constantly exert willpower. By implementing systems and habits, anyone can take control of their finances and achieve financial freedom, regardless of their income level or background. Before you go, remember this: wealth is not built in dramatic moments. It is built quietly through the small decisions you make when no one is watching, the coffee you did not need, the impulse you paused, the habit you chose to keep. These moments feel insignificant, but over time, they decide your future. If today's video made you think differently about money, let it change how you act, not just how you feel. This channel exists to help you see the game clearly, so you can play it deliberately. If you want to keep building control, clarity, and long-term freedom, stay with us. Welcome to a smarter way of thinking about money.